Hi everyone and welcome back to my Canada Immigration Explore YouTube channel. In this video, I'll explain how to apply for a visit visa to Canada from Pakistan. I'll guide you through the visa application process step by step. Before start this video, make sure you've watched my previous two videos on creating a how to create IRCC portal secure account step by step and complete document checklist for a Canada visit visa from Pakistan. If you already have an account on the IRCC portal, simply sign in. To start your application, you need to click on the Apply to Visit, Study, or Work in Canada as a Temporary Resident link, then, a window will appear with the title, Apply to Visit, Study, or Work in Canada as a Temporary Resident. Before you begin, ensure you meet the eligibility criteria. Rules may have changed, so it's wise to check before starting. Click on the Check Before You Start Your Application link. Next, you'll see the page titled Find Out If You Need a Visa to Travel to Canada. Most individuals require either a visa or an electronic travel authorization, ETA, to travel to Canada, not both. Some may only need a valid passport. Answer a few questions to determine what's appropriate for you. The first question asks about the travel document you plan to use. Then, you'll encounter the same page again, titled, Find Out If You Need a Visa to Travel to Canada. The next question asks you to select the country code that matches your passport. Make sure to select the correct country code, as some countries have multiple options, and codes may be similar. For example, I select Pakistan because this video is intended for Pakistani subscribers. Click on the next question after making your selection. Next, you'll again see the page titled Find Out If You Need a Visa to Travel to Canada. Click on the next question to proceed. The subsequent question asks if you are a dual Canadian citizen. In my scenario, I select No. Click on the next question, then you'll encounter the page titled Find Out If You Need a Visa to Travel to Canada. The next question asks, are you a lawful permanent resident of the US and do you have official proof of this status, such as a green card? In my scenario, I select No and click on the next question. The subsequent question asks, what do you plan to do in Canada? In my scenario, I select Visit as a tourist and click on the next question. Here's the result. You need a visitor visa for visits of up to 6 months for most purposes. The cost is $100. If you want to skip this step, it's up to you. Now, let's return to the IRCC application portal to start our application. Before applying, make sure you've checked your eligibility. Ensure you have these items ready: your passport or other valid travel document, a credit card to pay the application fees. The last step is to follow these steps to complete the application. 1. Choose what you want to apply for. 2. Answer the questions in the application. 3. Review your answers. 4. Upload your documents. 5. Pay your fees. 6. Submit your application. These steps are very important, so do not skip them because your application will be based on them. Let's quickly understand the key steps to complete our visitor visa application. 1. Select what you want to apply for. IRCC will inform you about the required documents. 2. Review your answers. You can modify them if necessary after uploading documents. 3. Upload your documents. Make sure they are in .tiff, .jpg, .png, PDF format. I'll explain this later in the video. 4. Pay your fees. 5. Submit your application. You have 60 days from starting your application to submit it. After 60 days, the system deletes your information. After reading all the information about the visitor visa, simply click on the box acknowledging that you've read and understood the above information. Then, click on Start the application. Groups. Do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? For example, you want to submit an application for yourself, plus your spouse and children who will travel with you or join you later during your stay in Canada. In this scenario, it's up to you. I'll say yes because many Pakistani people come to Canada as a couple after marriage. Once you click on Yes, IRCC needs more information about each person. To apply as a group, you'll need to tell us what type of group you are, identify all family or group members, complete an application for each member, submit all the applications at the same time, pay for all of the applications at the same time. Select the type of group that applies to your situation. I select as a family. Creating a name for your group is optional. I'll name it after my channel, Canada Immigration Explorer, then, click on Save and Continue. You'll see the Manage Group page. Start date, February 9th, 2024, days left to submit, 60, Group ID number, Group name, Canada Immigration Explorer. You can add a member by clicking on Add Member, or delete a member by clicking on the Delete box. Now, click on Continue, and you'll see the Apply to Visit, Study, or Work in Canada as a Temporary Resident page. First question, I want to apply for a study permit, transit visa or temporary special measures, visitor visa or super visa, work permit, not sure. I'll select the visitor visa or super visa option. Next question, why do you need a visa? I select to visit Canada as a tourist option. Next question, tell us more about what you'll do in Canada. Include dates. In this box, you can use 475 characters. Make sure your answer is comprehensive. I have created 2 scenarios for this question. One scenario is displayed on your screen, and I will verbally explain the second scenario to you. During my Canada visit from March 15th to March 30th, 2024, I plan to explore iconic landmarks, immerse in Canadian culture through museums and festivals, enjoy outdoor adventures like hiking and winter sports, and indulge in diverse culinary experiences. My goal is to create lasting memories and deepen my appreciation for Canada's natural beauty and vibrant culture. Next question, when will you enter Canada? If you don't yet know the date you will travel to Canada, select an approximate date. I select May 15th, 2024. Next question, when will you leave Canada? I select September 15th, 2024. The UCI Unique Client Identifier is optional, but leave it blank. Click on Save and Continue. As you selected Visit Canada as a tourist, it's important to note that if this isn't what you expected, it's advisable to double-check your answers. A visitor visa is an official document stamped in your passport, indicating that you meet the necessary requirements to enter Canada for tourism purposes, visiting family or friends, or attending meetings and events. Most visitors are allowed to stay in Canada for up to 6 months. To complete the application, you'll need several documents. First and foremost, ensure you have a valid passport or travel document. It's essential to have at least one free page in your passport where the visitor visa can be affixed. Additionally, depending on how you answer the questions in the application, you may require other supporting documents. Be prepared to provide any additional documentation as requested during the application process. When completing the application, you'll be asked to provide various types of information. This includes personal details such as your name, date of birth, and contact information. You'll also need to enter details from your travel document, including passport information. Additionally, you'll be required to provide information about your finances, education history, criminality and security background, medical history, and family information. Depending on how you answer the questions in the application, you may need to provide additional information to support your application. Be thorough and accurate in providing all required information to ensure a smooth application process. Click on Continue to Application. Now, you will see the representative page. Are you applying on behalf of someone else? If you're watching my video, you do not need a representative for your application. Therefore, I select the No option. Click on Save and Continue. Next, you will see the travel document information of the applicant page. Enter your surname or last name. Write your name exactly as it appears on your passport or identity document. Enter your given name or first name. Write your given name. If none, leave this field blank. Enter your date of birth. Select your date of birth exactly as it appears on your passport. Select your gender. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the travel document of the applicant page. 1. Type of travel document. Select Passport or Other travel document. 2. What kind of passport? Required, choose from options such as regular, diplomatic, official, service, or alien's passport, issued to non-citizens. What's your passport or travel document number? 4. Select the country code that matches the one on your passport. Choose Pakistan. 5. What's the nationality on your passport? Enter Pakistan. 6. Confirm your passport or travel document number. 7. Date of issue of passport or travel document. 8. Date of expiry of your passport or travel document. Ensure your passport is valid long enough to cover your intended stay in Canada. 9. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States with a valid green card, alien registration card? Answer, no. 10. Have you held a Canadian visitor visa in the past 10 years? Answer, no. 11. Do you currently hold a valid U.S. non-immigrant visa? Answer, no. 12. Are you traveling to Canada by air? Answer, yes. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the citizenship and places where the applicant has lived page. Select your country or territory where you were born. Choose Pakistan, city or town where you were born. Are you a citizen of more than one country or territory? Answer, no. Which country or territory are you a citizen of? Select Pakistan. I am a citizen of this country or territory since birth. Click on the box. But depending on your scenario, select accordingly. Since what date are you a citizen of this country or territory? Click on Save and Continue. Next, you will see the national identity document of the applicant page. Do you have a valid national identity document? If yes, provide your information, enter your SIC number, confirm your SIC number, select the date of issue, select the country or territory that issued this document, choose Pakistan, click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the names used in the past page. Have you used another name in the past? Choose No. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the contact information of the applicant page. What's your residential address? Select Pakistan, enter your street address, enter the complete address, including house number or building number if applicable, enter your city or town and postal code. Is your mailing address the same as your residential address? Select Yes. Countries or territories of residence. List your current country or territory of residence, then add all other countries or territories where you've lived for the past 5 years, for more than 6 months. Click on the Add button. Add a country or territory. Select a country or territory. What is your status in your country or territory of residence? Select the box according to your scenario, indicating that this is where you currently live. Click on Save and Continue. Children 16 years old and younger, parent or guardian information. Is the child traveling to Canada with a parent or legal guardian? In this scenario, yes. You need proof as a parent or legal guardian traveling with the child that you've been given permission by the other parent or legal guardian. You may also need to provide proof of divorce and sole custody by the parent or legal guardian, or proof of death of a parent, for this application. Who will travel with the child? Select both parents or legal guardians. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the finances page. How much money do you have for your stay in Canada? In Canadian dollars, for a single applicant, you must have at least $13,757 in savings. For a couple, the combined sum required is $17,1271. Is someone else giving you money for your stay in Canada? Answer, no. Next, you will see the information about education, work, and other activities page, post-secondary education history. Have you ever studied at a post-secondary school, university, college, or vocational school? You don't need to have completed a degree or diploma. Answer, yes. Give details of each program you have studied and are currently studying. Add education. Name the school or institution where you studied, or where you currently study. Enter your data and then click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the medical background questions. Have you had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized panel physician? Doctor, within the last 12 months, select No and click on Save and Continue. Medical background questions. Tuberculosis. In the last 2 years, were you diagnosed with tuberculosis? Answer this question according to your scenario. In the last 2 years, have you been in close contact with a person with tuberculosis? Answer this question according to your scenario. Medical background questions. Are you currently receiving dialysis treatment? Have you had a drug or alcohol addiction causing you to be a threat to yourself or others, or to be hospitalized? Have you had a mental health condition causing you to be a threat to yourself or others, or to be hospitalized? Have you ever been diagnosed with syphilis? Answer this question according to your scenario, family information and marital status. What is your current marital status, date of marriage or start of common law relationship? Name of spouse/common law partner, surname or last name, given name or first name. Write the given name. If none, leave this field blank. Date of birth, country or territory of birth, present occupation. Is their address the same as yours? Will your spouse/common law partner accompany you to Canada? Answer, yes, even if your spouse will join you later in Canada. Click on Save and Continue. Children, do you have any biological, adopted, or stepchildren? This includes all sons and all daughters, regardless of age or place of residence. If yes, then add your child's information. If no, proceed with No. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see Tell us about your parents page. If you were adopted, provide the details about your legal parents. Add your parents' details if known. Click on Save and Continue. Language of the applicant. What is your native language or mother tongue? Urdu. Can you communicate in English and French? Options: English, French, both, neither. I select only English. What language do you want us to use to contact you? Options: English, French. I select English. Click on Save and Continue. Email address of the applicant. Email address. Your email address in the format name@example.com. Confirm your email address. Telephone number of the applicant. Telephone type, cellular. This should be the number where we can reach you during the day. Select telephone number, country or territory. Other. Enter your dial code, e.g. 92 for Pakistan. Enter your number with 0 and save it. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see the summary of your information page. How to review and correct your answers. Select the edit icon to change your answers. For example, if you need to correct your passport number, click on the edit icon in the travel documents section of the summary information. If you change your answers, you may need to answer related questions again. If so, you'll see empty fields for those questions. You won't be able to move to the next section until you answer the questions in the empty fields. To return to the summary screen, you need to click on the next button of each section. Click on Save and Continue. Now, you will see documents to support your application page. The list of documents you need to give us depends on what you apply for and how you answered the questions. As you see, IRCC required the following supporting documents to upload it. National Identity Document. A national identity document is an identity card with photo, usable as an identity card at least inside the country, and which is issued by an official authority. For this application, the national identity document must be issued by your country of citizenship or permanent residence. Your identity document must show proof of status or citizenship as well as photo identification and include your name, date of birth, document number, and the issue and expiry dates. If not, you must scan all necessary identity documents and save them under one identity document file, passport/travel document, a clear color copy of your passport or travel document that you'll use to travel to Canada. If you have a passport, you must provide a copy of the page that shows your birth date and country of origin, and any pages with stamps, visas, or markings. If you have a travel document, it must be issued by a government and include your name, date of birth, document number, citizenship or residency status, photo, and expiry date. If applicable, digital photo of applicant. Submit a color photo of the applicant that meets the following criteria. Show a full front view of the head and tops of shoulders, with the face in the middle of the photo. Size of the head, from chin to crown, must be between 31 mm and 36 mm. Final frame size of the photo must be at least 35 mm x 45 mm. Image size, at least 420 by 540 pixels. File format, JPEG or JPEG 2000 format only. File size, approximately 240 KB, no more than 4 megabytes. Image must be in color, 24 bits per pixel, in RGB color space, the common output for most digital cameras. If you scan an existing photo, the minimum resolution must be 600 pixels per inch. Funds, proof. If you won't be getting financial support from someone during your stay in Canada, show that you can support yourself and any dependents who will accompany you while in Canada by providing one or more of the following pieces of evidence: bank statements for the past 4 months, showing an amount large enough to cover all reasonable expenses while in Canada, a certified check, bank draft or money order, showing an amount large enough to cover all reasonable expenses while in Canada, written statements that a processing officer will be able to confirm. If you will depend on someone financially during your stay in Canada, provide a letter or statement from the person that you will depend on while in Canada. The letter or statement must include the amount of money this person will be providing, plus proof that this person has sufficient funds. This can be one or more of the following: proof of a Canadian bank account in the name of the person providing you with money if funds have been transferred to Canada, proof of a student or education loan from a financial institution, bank statements for the past 4 months, a bank draft in convertible currency, proof of payment of tuition and accommodation fees, a letter from the person or institution providing you with money, proof of a student's education loan from a financial institution, proof of funding paid from within Canada if you have a scholarship or are in a Canadian-funded educational program. The person must also provide evidence of their relationship with you. Depending on the type of relationship, this could mean a copy of a marriage certificate, phone records, birth registration, family documents or photos. Marriage certificate: if you were married outside Canada, contact the government where you were married to get a copy of your marriage certificate. Optional documents: you can upload any additional documents or explanations that you believe may assist the processing officer in reviewing your application. Save and continue. Consent and declaration: do you consent to be contacted by CIC or an organization at CIC's request in the future? Please select Yes, I declare that I have answered all questions in this application fully and truthfully. Signature of applicant or parent/legal guardians, for a person under 18 years of age, surname or last name, given name or first name. Write your given name. If none, leave this field blank. Now, you will see the Manage Group page. Confirm that you have completed the applications in this group. Now, you will see the Groups page. Before you pay and submit, you need to select a principal applicant for your group. One member of your group must be the main or principal applicant. For example, a mother applying with her 3 children would be the principal applicant. When parents are included in an application, dependent children cannot be principal applicants, an applicant's closest relatives. In the context of an application to IRCC, this means a spouse or common-law partner. Dependent children and their dependent children. After selecting, click Save and Continue. You're now ready to pay for and submit your applications. Now, you will see the Fees page, where you have to pay $100 for the Canada Visit Visa. Enter your card name and card number, expiry date, and card verification value, CVV, number, then click on Check Out. After the visa fees, you need to submit your application due to confidentiality. I cannot share it with you. In the end, I would like to request you please like the video and subscribe Canada Immigration Explore YouTube channel, and also share this video to your friends and family members for Canada immigration updates. Thank you. See you in the next video. Take care.